Jack London Life and Works, The Call of the Wild, Summary. To Build a Fire, The Call of the Wild, White Fang, The Sea Wolf, The Iron Heel. Hello and welcome to the discourse. Today we will discuss the works of Jack London. He was an American novelist, journalist, social activist, animal rights activist, and one of the pioneers of commercial fiction writing. He was a prolific, conspicuous, and successful writer. While the list of novels, short stories, and other literary works by Jack London is too big, we will discuss 5 major works by him. Jack London was born on January 12, 1876, and he died on November 22, 1916. Jack London is known for realistic and naturalistic literary works. One of his most successful short stories is To Build a Fire, which was first published in 1902 and again in 1908. The 1908 version of the story is a little different from the 1902 version, while the storyline and structure are the same. The story is about an unnamed protagonist who decides to go to the sub-zero boreal forest of the Yukon Territory. He is followed by a native dog who continues to trail him. When he visits some friends in a village, an old man warns him about the dangers of hiking alone in extreme cold. The old man tries to persuade him not to go, but he doesn't listen. He ignores the warning and goes hiking, and the dog follows him. The protagonist underestimates the harsh cold conditions and slowly freezes to death. Jack London was a known animal activist, and he wrote many stories and novels with the dog as a central figure. The 1902 version of To Build a Fire didn't have the dog, but in 1908, the revised version, London added the character of the dog. The themes of the story include perseverance, individualism, wisdom and experience, and arrogance. The short story can be compared with Herman Melville's magnum opus Moby Dick, which also had the arrogant character of Captain Ahab, who ignores all warnings and signs of danger and relies on his individual experience to avenge the white whale. The Call of the Wild is Jack London's most famous work. It is a short adventure novel that was published in 1903. This adventure story is also set in the Yukon Territory of Canada. The story is about Buck, a mixed breed of Saint Bernard and Scotch Collie. The dog is healthy and a pampered pet dog of Judge Miller and his family living in California's Santa Clara Valley. One of the gardeners of the house loses money in gambling, and to pay off his debt, he steals Buck and sells him to a stranger. Buck is then shifted to Seattle. Buck was a pampered dog, but now he suffers mistreatment and restrictions. He attacks his handler, a man in the red sweater. The handler beats down Buck and teaches him obedience. Later on, the handler starts treating him kindly. Soon after, the stranger owner of Buck sells him to two French-Canadian dispatchers, Francois and Perrault, who take Buck to Alaska to work as a sled dog. Buck is joined by 10 more dogs who teach him how to survive in the extreme cold of Alaska and how to make a successful pack of dogs. The leader of the pack is Splits, a husky dog who is very quarrelsome. Splits doesn't like Buck much because Buck easily wins the hearts of all other dogs. Splits engages Buck in a gruesome fight, and finally Buck kills Splits to survive. The other dogs choose him as the new leader. The task of Francois and Perrault gets over, and they sell all the sled dog to a man who runs a mail service. He treats the dogs harshly and overuses them. The dogs get weary, and one of the dogs, named Dave, gets terminally ill and he is shot dead. Considering the dogs too weak and useless, the man sells them to 3 stampeders. These new owners are also too harsh. They overfeed the dogs when supplies are enough and continue to overuse them. However, soon the supplies go down and they start starving the dogs. Gradually, dogs start getting ill and die. In the end, only 5 dogs, including Buck, survive. The 3 stampeders and their dogs meet Thornton near a frozen lake. Thornton observes the dilapidated conditions of dogs and tries to help them, but the stampeders ignore him. The stampeders force the dog to sled through the frozen lake, but Buck realizes the dangers and he disobeys. One of the stampeders beats Buck mercilessly, but Thornton comes to help. He hits the stampeder and cuts Buck loose to run away. The stampeders then force the remaining dogs to go on further on the lake. The frozen ice fails to bear the weight of dogs, stampeders, and their supplies. As a result, all the dogs and men die of drowning. Meanwhile, Thornton nurses Buck and brings him back to health. Buck starts loving Thornton and becomes loyal. One day, a man attacks Thornton because he stopped him from hunting a tenderfoot. Buck kills that man. He saves Thornton many times. Thornton takes Buck to the gold rush mines. One of the rich gold diggers, named Mr. Mathewson, wishes that if Buck succeeds in breaking a ice-trapped bar with half a ton of flour kept on it, on the ice, and to sled it 200 yards to safety, he will pay $1,600. Buck succeeds and Thornton gets $1,600. Buck continues to dream about an ancestor canine in the wild. Gradually, he is attracted towards a northwestern wolf from a local pack. He spends a lot of time with the pack of wolves, but continues to return to Thornton every day. One day, some Native American Yeehas kill Thornton and his fellow gold diggers. Buck gets too upset and he kills many Yeehas to avenge the death of Thornton. Buck then realizes that he has no human link left, and he decides to join the pack of wolves in the wild. The dog becomes a horror, a legend, and is now known as the ghost dog. Buck returns every year on the anniversary of the attack on Yeehas to the campsite where he saw Thornton alive for the last time. Jack London published White Fang in 1906. White Fang can be termed as a parallel or companion novel of The Call of the Wild. It depicts the story of a lone wolf who gradually is domesticated and added to human society. In 1904, Jack London wrote one of his most talked about works titled The Sea Wolf. In this novel, Jack London pits the ideals of capitalism and individualism against socialism. London himself was a socialist and he criticized the Nietzschean ideals of Superman or Oversoul in this novel. The protagonist of the novel is Humphrey Van Weyden, a rich idle man who is traveling through the sea. He is shanghaied or kidnapped and forced to work as a sailor. The antagonist of the novel is Wolf Larsen, cruel, headstrong captain of the sailor ship that kidnaps Humphrey. Though Larsen treats Humphrey well and often appears as a father figure to him. Another captive is a rich, young, beautiful writer Maud Brewster. Whedon realizes that Larsen can be too dangerous for Brewster and escapes with Brewster. Apart from The Sea Wolf, Jack London also wrote a dystopian novel, The Iron Heel, which was published in 1908. It is a science fiction novel that is considered as the first of the earliest of the modern dystopian fictions. The Iron Heel talks about the story of America under an oligarchic capitalist tyrannical government. The book is written in the first-person narrative and the protagonist is a woman. Jack London explicitly showed his socialist viewpoints in this novel. So these were some of the important works of Jack London. We will discuss another American author in the upcoming video. Please stay connected with the discourse. Thanks and regards.